This is a quick look at a comic, a left-wing comic, back when the left was pro-free speech. This is from the mid-'70s, and the left wing would never write a comic like this today because it advocates for free speech. When I was a kid, hippies were pro-free speech. Only fascists and commies believed in censorship. There was an authenticity to hippies in the 70s that you don't see in Antifa kids today. Hippies back then actually put their money where their mouths were. They tried to set up communal living situations. Might not have worked, but at least they gave it a shot. Hippies in the 70s were idealistic, but they're also realistic and practical. This, I'm just going to read it out and you can hear the punchline. It says here that the Supreme Court has decided that local communities have the power to decide what is pornography. Okay, a little context. They're talking about First Amendment issues because the Supreme Court was dealing with whether or not pornographic stores and pornography itself were covered under the First Amendment free expression clause. And so the hippies here are trying to say, yes, we want free expression. It says, we better hurry and determine our own local standards then. I think that was probably one of the elements in the decision. First, we make a few protest signs, down with things obscene, uptight freaks for decency. Now the busiest intersection in town. And we'll just stand here until something offensive comes along. Someone walking a dog. The dog might go to the bathroom on the sidewalk. Get him. Ugh, look, rich people driving a huge, fat, disgusting Detroit Chrome Mountain. It's obscene. Well, that's the most obscene thing I've seen in my life. 4 more years. I don't know who was president back then, Ford or Carter or somebody. The TV news crew has arrived. Support your local censor. Well, I don't like this, and this is offensive to me. Take my pictures. Burn it all. Burn everything. Burning books. This was back when censorship was a bad thing. When the concept of people who wanted to burn books was abhorrent to liberals because we valued free speech, free expression. There are literally people now, the left wing today, who would gladly burn books, and they are burning books. They're doing it in a digital way, the digital censorship of deplatforming people. Just a real quick video to show how things have changed. I think things changed probably somewhere in the 80s and the 90s. Identitarian groups started gaining more power, or somewhere in the 80s and 90s they decided that they were for censorship. They didn't in fact support the Bill of Rights and the First Amendment. Anyway, this is from the fabulous furry freak brothers. You can find it online. Subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Thanks.